Hi everyone, welcome back to Friends of the Show. I'm Austin with my bestie Chem X, and we're here today to recap Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode 13, Read the Room.
Ooh, how did you feel about this one? It was a big episode, just an overall, and we'll get into the details.
Loved it. You've told me social media had some backlash, but I don't agree.
I saw a little bit of like backlash about how boring it was and that Amanda was so great at just holding her own in that episode, and to me I just had to laugh because
Amanda being great?
Amanda being great.
She's great at scaring me.
Yes, by not blinking.
Thank you for noticing.
I've noticed worse now.
I went and showed my mom. I said, look at this woman. And my mom said, you know, there's a condition. Some people don't have to blink.
Ooh, she's got really wet eyes.
I guess, because if I hold mine open too long, they're crying.
Yes.
Yeah, I really liked the episode, and I think the season might have been a little boring overall, but I don't think this episode was. I think we need to appreciate a good episode when it comes our way.
Yeah, I think this episode, front to back, I was kind of enthralled, and I was just like, ooh, at Italy and the villa. So maybe it was just us, and we're a little bit more distracted by the oohs and the ahs. And we are watching a little more critically.
True.
So.
And we've seen so many Housewives shows that we're like, we know when it's bad, and we know when we can still enjoy it, even if it's a little bad.
Exactly.
And this is still enjoyable.
So enjoyable. But this episode starts off, and we have Stefano, the greatest host ever.
I want to go to that villa.
Yes, I want to go. I want Stefano to just walk me around and be like, isn't it nice? Isn't it nice?
And you can be Dorit, like, oh, como se dice?
Yes,
or whatever the
falling over the floor at
over
a
the
sauna.
sauna. That's in my notes. Because Erica said, never seen someone fall on the floor over a sauna, but okay.
But okay.
I could be both Dorit or Erica.
I would have been both. Because in that moment, I might fall on the floor just because I'm speaking my Italian and trying to be dramatic.
And getting a sauna in my room on vacation?
Yes.
That's luck.
Kathy Hilton, the first thing she says when she walks in is, do you have a fan? And it's my new travel request.
And I love that she went on to explain to him. She was like, I really love the noise.
Yes, because that's exactly what I need it for. I crank the fan on the AC in a hotel room just so I can hear the noise.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll be freezing my ass off, but I'm not mad.
You know, in Italy, too, there's no central air in those villas.
No, there can't be. They didn't invent that yet.
Exactly. So Kathy needs her fan, and I'm on her side.
Yes.
I liked when Rachel said, you know what, Bo should be president because this trip is such a step up from Sedona.
You know, it doesn't take much, I feel, to become president anymore.
That's true.
And if leading a nice vacation is a criteria, give it to Bo's.
If anyone's earned it there, it's Bo's.
Yes.
Look at her resume.
Her resume.
And I agreed because whoever her connect was, that can make her president.
Showed up. I like how I think it starts off pretty just into it. And one of the first things Kyle says to Amanda is, how's your roommate? Or she doesn't say it to Amanda, she says it to Sutton. And I feel like if you're supposed to be Amanda's friend and you're always up Amanda's ass, why is the first thing you do of like Mean Girls moment to try to get like a little snarky bits in over like the situation of them sleeping together?
That's why Kyle's lasted so long, because she knows how to be a housewife about it. She's like, oh, you think we're friends? I'm going to go into the other room and talk shit about you.
Truly. But she's been so up Amanda's ass this season that I'm just like,
See, I haven't felt that. I felt Amanda was a little up her ass, but then, because I agreed at first, but then every time Amanda was in some trouble, Kyle sat there like, so what's for dinner?
She did, but I think she's learning that from Kathy. And I think that's probably why she's so boring now, is she's learning to read the room and shut the fuck up.
And like I mentioned, we probably mentioned last episode, but again, Kyle's had one storyline this whole season.
Yeah, and it's not a good one. And I'm tired of hearing about, like, Mauricio.
If either get back together or get divorced.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mo.
Mo. I liked them as a couple. I don't want them to break up, but like either do it or don't.
I like them as a couple, but I think once you like put it out there that you're a late in life lesbian, relationship's over.
And he's out here with 20-year-olds. You think he's giving that up?
Absolutely.
I don't know which housewife said that, but I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
It really made me laugh. Another Kathy moment. Before that, her and Jennifer got to the villa, Jennifer was like, well, I'm gonna do my thirst trap. And Kathy said, you're gonna be naked? And Jennifer was like, of course. And Kathy just went, beautiful.
I know. She said it so flatly, too, so you couldn't take where she was going to go with it. And then she's just like, beautiful, like it's a piece of art.
But I was like, does she really mean that? I can't tell.
Doubtful, but I like that Amanda Chalamet sat there with no respect on her phone for the opera, making the millennials look bad.
I literally said this episode aired at the exact right time because of everything going on with Timothée Chalamet and the opera and the dancers.
Yeah. So I guess she's on his side for that argument.
And Sutton was too. She said, don't tell anyone, but it puts me to sleep.
Which shocked me because she's the one in Vegas throwing a fit about I'm on the board for the ballet.
This is why we're best friends, because I had the same thought. I was like, she made the biggest scene probably ever on this show of anybody over the Magic Mike show.
Yes. It wasn't even like Chip and Dale's.
No. And it wasn't that big a deal.
No.
Oh, and did you notice Jennifer Tilly had a chapel attached to her room?
Yes.
I didn't. That was creepy. That would creep me out.
I was like, her room was probably the old reception hall.
Because it was a small room, big old chapel.
Or maybe the bridal shower?
Oh, it could be something like that.
Bridal room? What do they call it? I don't know.
Something like that. not that we would know. The chapel would make good closet space, though.
It would.
I was like, you can utilize that at least.
I think that the chapel probably is haunted, and I like that she was like, I brought ghost repellent, don't worry.
Because I thought the same thing. And not good spirits. Not in the chapel. They might come get you.
Yeah.
Rachel, Zoe, and Amanda almost wearing the same outfit to dinner.
She definitely burned it.
I was like, thank you, Erica, for saying that. Because I wondered, too. I was like, I know Rachel Zoe's seething.
She probably almost threw up on contact.
She was like, oh, fuck, of all the people here, her.
Slit my wrist.
She went real quiet the rest of that dinner.
And she wasn't like, oh my God. Like, Amanda was like, look at our patterns. And she was like,
she was just like, yeah.
And she's like, this is vintage and I'll murder you.
That's when we jump right into...
That beef looks beautiful.
Oh, that beef looked beautiful. That meal looked beautiful. I have that.
Yeah, and the beef after looked beautiful, I must say.
Literally. The metaphorical and the physical beef was good.
And then while I was watching the episode, I just kept thinking to myself, do you think Kyle wore that 3-piece suit in her confessional to look like a power lesbian? Because she is giving Bette Porter.
I did not think of that, but she totally could be. They're like, you confirmed the lesbian thing now, so we're going to put you in a suit.
Power suit.
I like a power
suit. With a 3-piece, though. She even has the tie.
I like it on her.
It's all right. It's a little too masculine for her, I feel.
She is a petite little thing, so I think it works for me because she's sitting and I can't see all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so then they're at dinner, or going to dinner. That's when Amanda wants to... again clear the air with Dorit.
After saying, I don't know why we keep talking about this.
Yeah. And when they were at her diary party a few episodes ago, she was like, I don't know why it's such a big deal, ladies. Like,
yeah,
I didn't do anything.
I don't really understand her wanting to clear the air with somebody who clearly doesn't care to clear the air with her. Because if I tried to go up to somebody and say, hey, can we have a conversation? I just really, there's some things on my mind. I think we should hash it out. And they told me they're going to go to the bathroom.
And then walk in and say, when's dinner?
I would know exactly to read the room and know my place.
That must be where Kathy got that. She was probably thinking, you've been trying all night and it's not happening, so just read the room.
Read the room. Know your place.
Good. Wow, Kathy gave us the whole episode title.
She really did.
And I loved Erica or no, it wasn't Erica, it was Sutton mouthing to Erica, "Not you," when Dorit was talking about her and PK working some things out. And Erica was like, "You didn't tell me."
I do want to defend Dorit in that situation because she's putting up her boundaries to everyone, not just like the people she wants to set the boundaries to. And then in front of the other people that she wants the boundary set with, she's like, "But you, honey, I trust you." And
she did.
I like that kind of petty behavior.
Because then a little bit later she said, when someone keeps raising the same point over and over to different people behind your back, it stops feeling like they're doing it out of concern and more because they're being a shitty friend. And I was like, oh, Kyle, did your ears perk up?
Did it? Because I think they did.
I think they did too. She sat right up.
She sat a little bit further up in her chair.
And whoever she was next to clocked it too. It was Bose, I think. She looked right at her.
And I think that Amanda's doing this all because she can't stand the fact that somebody doesn't like her. I think she's one of those people that she has to have everybody like her, or she can't fixate on anything else but the one person that doesn't. And that makes me a little bit sad for her.
Yeah.
Because why can't you enjoy the people that enjoy you? And
that's the kind of person, no disrespect to anybody, who ends up in a cult.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Because you don't want them to not like you.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I'll go to this devil worshipping party.
And I gotta say, she said she was 16 when she met the youth pastor.
That's crazy. Where's her parents?
But how did the relationship become so deep in 3 years? Because you were 19 when you went to the cult.
I love that whole
when you met
scene
them.
when they're all like, "So you were in your 20s though when you left?" You said, because now we're getting that you're 19.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Tilly, after Amanda, was like, I just reported it after I left." And Jennifer Tilly was like, "Oh, that seems simple."
Yeah. I gotta say, that's probably the non-cultiest way to get out of a cult I've ever heard of. I just called the board on them. Mm-hmm. What?
And then it stopped? Most cults don't just stop.
No, and most cults don't have a board that you can call and get their license removed. And usually if they do, they're not gonna care if the board removes their license because whatever. And so it's just a little bit off.
It is off, and that's when Erica brought up that other church, the Mother God people. She said,
"Leave us alone.
You Mother God people better leave me the fuck alone.
And leave us alone."
We're not saying any. I don't even know about y'all. Don't come after me.
Yeah, I don't know anything about y'all, and I don't plan on researching you. Erica told me all I need to know.
Thanks, Erica Jane.
Thank you.
And then Erica Jane gave us another line. "You causing trouble, Sutton Brown?"
She called her Brown, and I loved it.
I was like, that's why we'd be friends with Erica, because we can't let the Brown thing go either.
No, because that's Sutton Brown.
And Dorit, I liked this because Dorit finally was like, Amanda, it seems like every time I want to talk to you about something, you just want to throw Kyle under the bus, though. I'm not talking about Kyle. We're talking about you.
And the whole thing is, you do have to have history to be able to comment on somebody's life.
And Bose said that because Kyle was like, well, what I'm saying, I am trying to be helpful. And Bose was like, but that's a different relationship. You have history.
Yes. And even if you are commenting on it, Kyle, you're now commenting to people that don't have the relationship. So now back to Dorit's point, you're talking about it to people that don't care about me. So it's a little less you care about me and more you just want to gossip.
Okay. And when she made that point, I was like, thank you. Actually, Dorit, thank you for just saying it. Let's stop beating around the bush.
Well, that's what I love about Dorit is she doesn't beat around the bush, and except for the fact that she just runs her sentences on and on and on.
Yeah, she's just long-winded.
Yes.
Also, a quote from Dorit this week I really loved. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Same thing.
I finally caught that this morning on my 4th watch, and I was like, this bitch is funny.
That was so good. I'm taking that with me into life.
Yeah, because I've never thought of that perspective to be able to read someone so fast.
So this is the best moment of the episode for me. As they're all sitting for dinner and Kathy finally said, read the room and know your place, Amanda.
Read the room and know your place.
Gagged everybody there, quiet.
I would have laughed. I literally said, I can't be a housewife because I would laugh at shit like that. There's no way I can hold it.
But you'd be a fan favorite for that. If you laughed, like, we don't always have to take everything serious, ladies.
No.
And Kathy didn't.
But I would be laughing because of how serious it was.
Uh-huh.
The fact that you can't read the room, Amanda, is a little jarring because I feel like our generation grew up on reading the room. But
that's true.
You are a little bit older than me, a little bit older than him. So maybe we're not quite the same.
That's a good point. Fair. It could be possible.
But we are in the same generation, I think.
And also, Kathy's, 60 plus? Like, if she can read the room, Amanda, you can read the room.
You got to be able to read the room.
Also, I'm going to jump ahead real quick now that it's on my mind about Amanda. I'm writing my new book, Spiritual as Fuck.
She disgusted me when she said, I want to help people, aka capitalize on them. It made me so sick to my stomach. And then she goes on to say that she was a therapist, and then it makes me think back to her saying, I want to help people, how can I capitalize on them? And that's the most disgusting perspective that you could have as a therapist.
To quote Phaedra Parks, I would love to see that documentation of her being a therapist, because I don't believe it, first of all.
I don't believe in it. I don't trust it. What university did you go to? DeVry?
Arizona.
I mean, Forkham Devils. I almost graduated.
I enrolled once. But, yeah, I don't trust her. I just don't trust her.
No.
And Natalie finally said something. Friend of the show, Natalie.
I gotta tell you, there's a funny thing in my notes about Natalie.
What is it?
Her name's Angelina.
Still don't know her.
Entirely forgot her name, and I just wrote a random name. She looked like an Angelina.
You said, I've never met this woman.
Never met her, never seen her.
I love Angelina. Every episode you're like, who is she?
Who?
I've never seen her before. But she did. Well, now I'm going to be calling her Angelina because that was funny.
She looks like an Angelina.
I see that more than Natalie.
Yeah.
When I picture Natalie's, I picture Portman.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and this Natalie don't look like that.
Also, you had two friends of the show call you out, Amanda. You have Kathy telling you to read the room, and then you have Natalina/Angelina.
Natalina. That's just the one name now together.
That's her one name.
Natalina. Yeah, what'd she say to Amanda? She said, stop approaching this from a therapist box and approach it from a friend box.
You're not her therapist.
She ate with that one.
She ate her up like she was a breakfast buffet.
And everyone was like, damn, that's the first thing she said all this time. And she really went in. She
said, fuck you, Amanda.
And I don't blame her. Way to go, Natalie. I said some nasty things about Natalie last week that she needed to get the boot. But I liked her on that part.
Natalina, you're back.
I'm never getting over Natalina. And my next thought while watching that all go down was, I don't think Kathy likes Amanda either.
I don't think anyone does. No. I think it's pretty obvious. Amanda reminds me so much of like a millennial coworker or your coworker boss.
The one that the boomers find so fucking insufferable.
But also like the younger kids find them insufferable.
Right. You're in that terrible millennial spot.
You're just in that you're awkward spot again. And I don't understand that with our generation. Like, we want to be, like, cool, and then we just keep doing the same things we've been doing since 2005.
Amanda.
And so,
that's the good thing about being younger millennials like us. We're on the young side of that.
Yeah.
Amanda, you're a bit up there more.
You're the 80s one.
Yeah, so it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
And it shows, by the way.
Yes.
We're 90s millennials, and that shows. And I said Kathy didn't like Amanda because it made me laugh that she was like, Amanda got so offended that Dorit looked up the cult. She's like, so how long did you have to scroll through Google to even find that? And Kathy was like, I would have done the same thing.
Also, it probably came up right away whether or not it was high on the SEOs or not. Because if you search Amanda
Francis cult.
it's going to pop up because of keywords and SEOs.
Right. You don't know how Google works,
So she
Amanda.
could have just seen one little sentence somewhere that said you were in a cult.
Could have been in an article.
Oh my God, let me just Google this real fast.
And I'll tell you, I Googled it weeks ago before this episode ever happened, and that was the first thing that came up. So I know it's probably gone up, but I don't think it was that buried.
Yeah, and I also don't like Amanda's perspective on the abuse, I guess, that went on in her cult, and I shouldn't speak on this because I wasn't involved and I don't know anything about it. But she said there was no sexual abuse. If you are trapping young women and young men with babies, that is sexual abuse.
Right.
Because that is called
Minors.
breeding.
Ew.
Yes, that's not having babies and making families. That's breeding.
That's the thing. I feel like she's almost making excuses. Like, it wasn't that bad. Then why was it a cult, Amanda?
Yeah.
A cult is bad.
Call it a freaky church.
There's plenty of those in America, and we would all not been this big old deal about it.
No.
I felt, I don't know about you, I'm not clear on the cult still at all.
What's their name?
What's their name? And I said, and by the reactions of the Housewives, they're not clear either still.
Also, nobody from her cult seems to have come out and said, hey,
It's a
we're
cult.
not a cult, or hey, this is a cult. So it's a little questionable at this point to me, too.
And this girl gives me the heebie-jeebies, lying her way into Kyle Richards' old Bel Air mansion, scheming people to get money, allegedly.
Why are you going to buy someone's house and then be their friend? That's weird to me.
She was planning to get on this show the whole time, I think. The day she bought that house.
Ew.
That's my theory. People thought Kyle was trying to bring her on. I'm like, Kyle could give a shit if that girl's there. This was Amanda's plan.
Yeah, it had to have been some kind of plan. Or Bravo being like, let's get a 30-year-old again.
Kyle, do you know any? And she's like, I guess that girl bought my house was young. And then
Jennifer Tilly,
I loved her this
I gotta
episode.
say, she is me. Like, where is the trauma in this story? It's a little dull. How many pages could the book really be if we can get rehearsed highlights?
And all you had to do was report it to this ministry thing that has their license, quote unquote. And Jennifer said, sounds easy.
Yes.
And I felt that way too. I was like, yeah, you're oversimplifying whatever's happening here.
Yeah, and I also don't like that whenever Rachel says, give us a highlights reel, it totally changes Amanda's tone. And you can see her body language shift.
Yeah.
And she goes into this almost rehearsed commercial, very...
I'm a victim and here's how
Yeah.
story. It's like a TED Talk.
Yeah. It's something she's told to countless people, and I get that you don't want to keep retelling, but somebody who worked in customer service for a long time and you have to retell the same story over and over in a rehearsed way,
Yeah.
you can point it out right away.
That's exactly what it was. I didn't think of it like that, but you're right. That's her customer service voice. Like,
Yes.
okay, I'm going to be gentle. And it's like, no one's asking you to be gentle with us. We're trying to get you to open up.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to be gentle with us. This
I want
doesn't
you to
affect
show
us.
me how weird it got.
And I found it so weird. It's season 15 of this show, and she's complaining, like, I've never been around a group that is so rude to me, or whatever she was
Did you go to
saying.
school, Amanda?
Right? And not to mention, did you know you signed up for the Real Housewives franchise?
Yes.
I hate when new housewives start. Like, why are they being mean? Do you know what I think you do know what you signed up to do.
Also, you're a woman. Anytime you're a woman and you're entering a new group of women friends,
They're going to haze you.
it's usually a hazing.
Not the way a frat would, but they're hazing you.
But they're hazing you. They're leaving you out a little bit. They're making conversations that maybe are uncomfortable for you just to try to, like, see where they can poke you. And that's just a women thing. I kind of hate it about us, but it's also kind of fun.
It is fun. Men are boring.
Yeah. You guys are just like buddies right away.
Well, also, there's not always a lot of thoughts going on behind the eyes of men.
No.
And that's why women are more interesting.
Yeah.
And you know what else I thought would be my own personal hell?
Sitting at that dinner with Amanda trying to talk about her cult.
That, or rooming with Sutton and Amanda while they listen to Taylor Swift and get ready.
I said slit. Both sides. I couldn't do it.
No, wouldn't be me. I'd be like, Get me a flight back home.
Yes.
I know I just flew here all the way. I'm not staying in here.
We're not listening to this here in Italy.
No. So that was really the chunk of the dinner, I think, we've covered. Or at least all I got.
Yeah. And I gotta say, when it comes to after the dinner, I like Sutton eating her Cheetos for breakfast.
I have that
and the
too.
leaf stuck to Kyle's ass.
I have that too.
The leaf on Kyle's ass, I gotta say, was such a big moment on Twitter. It was all anyone could talk about. Was the picture and this leaf.
And the leaf falling off her ass as she walked away. You better believe we were all watching that leaf. Sutton and Amanda were in the foreground, and we're all looking at Kyle way back there. Like, is it still on her?
Is it still there?
And I did see one post of people being like, Kyle, what the fuck's on your ass? But I was like, that's a leaf, y'all.
It's a leaf.
I could tell.
Leave her alone.
And that's funny. You mentioned Sutton eating Cheetos for breakfast because I said I want to try Italian Cheetos now.
They've got to be good. I've imported British chips and stuff before. They're pretty good. Actually, far superior to ours.
Yeah,
so I
bet they don't
Italian.
put all that crazy shit in it.
Yeah, and something about their potato is better.
Close to Ireland, you could get some good potato.
There's
that
a
way.
good potato in that chip, and they just come in all different flavors we don't have here.
So does that bring us to the end of the episode already?
Yeah, we're already at the end of the episode, and that's right on time for us too anyways. So
it ends on Rachel Zoe
and her ass of an ex, who's giving me David Beador vibes.
Total. That's the perfect way to describe it. I never liked David Beador. Once we knew he was a cheater, I was like,
I didn't like him the second I saw him. I could read his eyes. They were
big, crazy eyes.
They were just hurt, like, I'm gonna hurt people
I'll
eyes.
choke them out.
Yeah.
Kind of eyes. And everyone used to be like, he's the hottest house husband. I'm like, y'all, that's a psycho. That is a scary man.
I wish you guys could see my face right now because I'm horrified.
She winced.
That he just said that because there's so many better looking ones.
Almost any.
I would give Joe Judice.
Juicy Joe.
Juicy Joe over David Beador.
Yeah, because at least Juicy Joe had a personality.
Yes, and he could throw me around.
And he did throw Little Joe around. So Rachel Zoe finds out her ex is bringing his girlfriend around the kids without her knowing that was going to happen, or the kids even knowing that was going to happen.
Yeah. So we'll find out how that concludes next week for her.
I felt bad for her.
I do too.
Before we go, any Housewives moments of the week?
Day drinking was mine this week.
Oh, where?
In my house. Just like a housewife.
Very housewifey.
I cracked a couple Trulies while I edited and stuff. So
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I just continuously drank throughout the week.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, but I said, fuck it. These housewives drink. I'm going to start drinking.
My world's revolving around Housewives. I need a cocktail.
I need a cocktail now.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I need a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Like, it's because I watch so much Housewives.
I need like an Aperol Spritz.
Something refreshing.
Yes.
That I could put some ice in. I don't think I have any Housewives moments this week.
Oh.
I've been sickly.
You have.
So I've been quiet and in bed.
You know, that could be very Housewives. I bet some of them, that's all they do when it's off season.
And that's the kind of housewife I would hang out with. Let me just come chill in your bed with you.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to Friends of the Show.
Thank you for listening to Friends of the Show. We will see you guys next week or listen next week to us. That's a good time.
Yeah. We upload everywhere you get your podcasts every Wednesday.
Wednesdays, 6 a.m. PST on the dot unless technology fails us otherwise. So let's hope the Terminator shit don't start happening and this tech don't turn on us. Not today.
And if you're hearing this, it means it didn't. So God bless.
God bless America. God bless you.
God bless Dorit Kemsley.
Rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.